It's been over 30 years since Jurassic Park changed cinema forever. But time hasn't been kind to everyone who escaped Isla Nublar. From shocking career pivots to tragic early deaths and unbelievable physical transformations, some of these actors are completely unrecognizable. Make sure you stick around for number 5 because you will not believe what happened to the girl who played Lex. Let's get right into the facts. Kicking things off with the dinosaur expert himself, Dr. Alan Grant. Sam Neill was 45 years old when he dodged the T-Rex, and today in 2026, he is 78. In 2022, fans were devastated when Neill was diagnosed with stage 3 blood cancer, forcing him to step away from acting to undergo intense treatment. Thankfully, the beloved actor is now in remission and was even officially knighted in his home country. Next up is the brilliant paleobotanist, Dr. Ellie Sattler. Laura Dern was only 26 years old during filming, and today she is 59. Despite playing Dr. Grant's romantic partner, there was a massive 19-year age gap between Dern and Neill. Both actors recently admitted in interviews that they only realized this gap was completely inappropriate decades after the film was released. You can't have Jurassic Park without the leather-wearing chaos theorist, Dr. Ian Malcolm. Jeff Goldblum was 40 years old in the original, and he is 73 today. The intense on-screen romantic tension between Malcolm and Dr. Sattler wasn't just acting. Goldblum and Laura Dern actually fell in love on the set of Jurassic Park and maintained a real-life romance for several years after filming wrapped. The park wouldn't exist without billionaire creator John Hammond. Sadly, legendary actor Richard Attenborough passed away in 2014 at the age of 90. Prior to playing the park creator, Attenborough had actually retired from acting and hadn't been in a movie for 14 straight years. Steven Spielberg personally coaxed him out of retirement just for this iconic role. Remember the terrified granddaughter Lex Murphy? Ariana Richards was just 13 years old when the movie came out, and today she is 46. Shockingly, she completely walked away from Hollywood fame to become a highly successful, award-winning landscape painter. She originally won the role of Lex because her terrified, screaming audition was so unbelievably loud it woke Steven Spielberg's wife up from a dead sleep down the hall. Lex's dinosaur-obsessed little brother, Tim Murphy, was played by Joseph Mazzello. He was only 9 years old back then, making him 42 today. While audiences will always remember him as the kid from the island, Mazzello had a massive cinematic comeback as an adult. He transformed to play Queen's bass guitarist John Deacon in the multi-million-dollar blockbuster Bohemian Rhapsody. The traitorous computer programmer Dennis Nedry is up next. Wayne Knight was 37 years old when he tried to smuggle those dinosaur embryos, and he is 70 years old today. Steven Spielberg specifically cast Knight after seeing his sweaty, anxious performance in the controversial thriller Basic Instinct. This all happened exactly as his iconic run as Newman on Seinfeld was hitting its peak.
Hold on to your butt.
Samuel L. Jackson played Chief Engineer Ray Arnold at age 44, and today the Hollywood icon is 77. His character was originally supposed to have a brutal, on-screen death scene with a velociraptor. However, a real-life Category 4 hurricane destroyed the Hawaiian sets during filming. Spielberg was forced to scrap the scene entirely and just use the infamous severed arm prop instead. Chief geneticist Dr. Henry Wu was played by Bradley Darrell Wong, who was 32 in the original and is 65 in 2026. Wong had less than 3 minutes of total screen time in the 1993 classic, yet he holds a very unique distinction in the franchise. He is the only original cast member whose character evolved into the central, overarching villain of the multi-billion-dollar Jurassic World sequel trilogy. Game warden Robert Muldoon gave us one of the greatest movie quotes of all time.
Clever girl.
Tragically, actor Bob Peck passed away from cancer in 1999 at the young age of 53. He died just 6 years after the film's release, long before the franchise reached its current legendary status. The cowardly lawyer Donald Gennaro was played by Martin Ferrero, who was 45 back then and is 78 today. In Michael Crichton's original novel, the lawyer actually survives the island. Spielberg decided to completely rewrite his fate for the screen. This resulted in him being eaten off a toilet, a scene that remains one of the most parodied deaths in cinematic history.
Dodgson! We've got Dodgson here!
Cameron Thor played Louis Dodgson, the corporate spy who hands Nedry the fake Barbasol shaving cream can. He was 33 in 1993 and is 66 today. In a shocking real-life twist, Thor was sentenced to 6 years in state prison in 2016 for lewd acts with a minor. This disturbing reality is exactly why the character of Dodgson was totally recast for 2022's Jurassic World Dominion. At the very beginning of the movie, the amber mine boss Juanito Rostaño was played by Miguel Sandoval. He was 41 years old during filming and is 74 in 2026. While his role was small here, he became a massive TV star later on. Audiences would later recognize him for his long-running hit role as District Attorney Manuel Davalos on the psychic TV drama Medium. The park veterinarian treating the sick Triceratops was played by Gerald R. Mullen. He was 58 back then and is a staggering 91 years old today. Here's the crazy part. Mullen wasn't a professional actor at all. He was actually the lead producer of Jurassic Park, and Spielberg just put his own producer in front of the camera to play the vet.
More like a 6-foot turkey.
We all remember the annoying 6-foot turkey kid that Dr. Grant traumatizes with a raptor claw. Whit Hertford was 14 years old in that iconic scene, and today he is 47. He left Hollywood behind and moved to London. Today, he co-founded his own theater company and works extensively as a stage director and playwright. The unlucky gatekeeper pulled into the raptor cage in the opening scene was played by Geoffrey C. Brown. Sadly, he passed away in 2014 at the age of 69. Before getting eaten on screen, Brown was a professional athlete. He was a Major League Baseball pitcher for the Chicago Cubs before becoming a legendary Hollywood stuntman. Finally, the dusty assistant who hands Dr. Grant the fossilized raptor claw was played by Christopher John Fields. He was in his 30s during filming and is in his late 60s today in 2026. He later became a staple in dark psychological thrillers. You'd probably recognize him from securing memorable roles in David Fincher classics like Fight Club and Zodiac. That wraps up the top cast members of Jurassic Park. Which actor's transformation surprised you the most? And did you catch any of those secret cameos when you watched it? Let me know down in the comments below. If you love discovering the real statistics and tragedies behind the movies, hit that like button, share this video with a fellow movie buff, and subscribe to Pure Celebrity Facts for more incredible trivia. See you in the next one!